The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Slot receiver, headed right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Let's go. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. And the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Goff. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down. First carry for David Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. Crazy. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes Ford on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And this will be a Lions first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff in the pistol. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Once again, it's Gibbs. Oh, yeah. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit. From the gun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on third and short. They do not get it done. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Second down and 8.
I'm not flying. Come on. Set.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
As the ball continues to get wider, the boundary almost becomes like having a 12th defender, and that's exactly how the defense used it here. Continue to push that back wide until he had no choice but to just go out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. That's going to be fielded back at the 5. A very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here we go.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, they clearly thought their best chance of barreling this across the goal line was to give it to the old fullback. But this defense was ready for it, and he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Browns. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Now you won. Hey, 76. 76.
To throw is Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Goff. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go with Chubb. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Lions have got it to the 20. What a big play from the defense. The long fumble return. It sets up 1st and goal and gives the offense terrific field position.
And the only thing that play was missing, Mike, was the defense being able to return it all the way for a touchdown. So give credit to the offense. Being able to hustle, getting back there and tracking that guy down. At least it gives his defense now a chance to keep them out of the end zone.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's 4th and goal. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Lions move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He may go. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves...
That'll be intercepted. He works free, right side. Still going. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. One more time. They tried Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7. Now, faking the give, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run the toss with Gibbs. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now, Goff. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's Chubb. A second effort, and he is in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 97 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the pistol, a give to Chubb. Has an opening, past the 40. Nick Chubb. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Second down and 3. Now Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Gibbs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And that is no good. He missed it, but there's a penalty flag down. I think one of the defenders got an early run to try to disrupt him. So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Browns 31. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 10. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Lions will take over possession here at the 44.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
One Thornhill on the tackle. A gain of 14. And the Lions.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been...
Hey, yo, fresh out the...